Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Whatever Wednesday. As always, your host, Nanna J, here exclusively on the YouTube channel. I want to apologize for my casual appearance tonight. It is extremely cold here this Sunday evening. I'm recording this so I can get it in the can because I have classes on Wednesday and Thursday. And I just finished my weekend Warrior wrap up, and I'm in the process of posting it. And as soon as I finish this, I have about an hour or two's worth of schoolwork to do. So, yay! At 10 o'clock at night, it's going to be another 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Nanna J and her Alzheimer's and Alzheimer's in general. I can't help but be angry. I can't help but be mad. I can't help but be frustrated. And I can't help just wanting to explode. Not at Nanna J and her Alzheimer's, but at what I read. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to give everyone an update. It has been very rough over a week, about a week and a half with Nanna J, because I did do last Wednesday's broadcast so early to get it prepped because I was going back to school. But I want to talk about my frustration. I want to talk about my anger. And it's about what I read. Every day, almost every day, or every several days, there seems to be a new report coming out on Alzheimer's and dementia, and they're discovering more and more and more about it. They're discovering that it has ties to the liver. They're discovering it has ties to protein and other things that affect in the way they affect the brain. And it's everyone always seems to end in pretty much the same manner, being which they state, this knowledge is going to help us treat this in the future. That doesn't help people in the now. And I can't help but get angry about that. I can't help but get upset about it and frustrated that they're discovering all this stuff, but it probably won't do Nanna J any good. It does explain a lot, especially with her decline over the past year, because of the fact that her kidney went from 100 to 51%. So there's a decrease of 49% there, and they're saying the disease has to do some with the kidney and how it processes. So it's understandable why she has declined so much lately. Sorry, I keep looking over there in the corner of the screen and seeing the water bowl and the food bowl. We have a new cat, Smokey. Nanna J is one of those that she likes to have a pet in the house. And the thing I've noticed is it kind of has a relaxing effect on her. So we have a cat. She spayed and clawed. Her front claws have been removed. So she's a pretty good cat. You may see her from time to time flip back and forth here, unless she's curled up with Nanna J or under the grandkid's bed. Or she may be just exploring because it's quiet. But it seems pets have a calming effect on her, so, and a relaxing effect for her. So yes, I'm, I'm pretty frustrated that, it's kind of like saying we're learning all this about Park. It's like Michael J. founding the Michael J. Foundation and getting these reports. Well, we're finding out a lot about Parkinson's that'll help us with the disease in the future, and here, he's suffering from it, and that's will most not likely not help him. So it's very frustrating to read that and to know that it's probably won't come to help. Well, there she is. What you doing, Smokey? Ooh, where'd you go? But on to Nanna J. I swear I'm going to get a decent camera one of these days. I look so... Where are you going? Ooh, there you are. This camera makes my face look so fat. And it's not. So, the latest with Nanna J is... Well, the big thing with Nanna J, or the big frustration with Nanna J right now, is it's the little momentary lapses that cause a big frustration. Well, there's two parts to this. That's the first part that's been going on for the past week and a half. Little things like not remembering where you put your credit card, or not remembering that you put it in somewhere and you were supposed to put it back in with your stuff. Or another example, taking off your glasses and not knowing where you put them, and tearing the house apart for a day trying to find them. It's just a momentary thing that'll she'll do, but it'll turn into a big thing because of the small thing. It'll end up tearing apart the house, tearing apart the vehicle. The frustration that comes with looking at all that. And everything, it's the men, or did I do this? Did I do that? Where you at? Where you go? Oh, there you go. What you doing? So there's that frustration. Biggest thing, and more importantly in the past week, is it's been very, excuse me, I recut whatever we had in this house. So nose is all congested and trying not to sneeze, and of course that's making my eyes water. But just a hard time focusing, or so much on her mind that she can't focus on anything. We've got her MRI this month. We've got the house that needs to be fixed, or the pipes that we need to get doing. Thinking of the first of the month bills. We had something come up with our daughter that's weighing on her mind. As well as we've got a appointment for the granddaughter coming up, and just all of the stuff. So much going on at the beginning part of a day that she just cannot focus towards one thing. It's like being in a funk, and that's extremely frustrating for her. The only thing that I can do is try to guide her through. But if you don't know what's on the mind, that's most of the frustration that she's been going through today, or this past couple of weeks. So those are the two biggest latest developments in regards to Nanna J, and what she's dealing with. You know, frustration levels real high, aggravated. Um, Getting in a funk um, really bothers her as far as getting what she needs done. Uh, you know, she used to be fairly on top of her game. So there's just been a lot going on. Um, that's pretty much the two things for this week. Uh, you know, we're coping. You know, we just kind of kept snowballing. It doesn't help that that happens either. Our daughter stayed Thursday and Friday to help her uh, paint the bathroom, which I had. Paint's been sitting here for about 6 months. She came over to help her with that, which was a good thing. And went to take our daughter to the store, and went to pull out of the store, and the brake pedal went all the way to the floor. Brakes were smoking by the time we got the 6 blocks home, which means the brakes have locked up. And so just another expense added on to it, which is frustrating for me and for her. That was nice to see her. You know, I mean, she's feeling pretty good about the fact that we got the bathroom done. At least her part, which was the painting. I'll have to go back in there probably sometime this week. I'm going to go back in there and start fixing the tub while we don't have water. I need to recock, tear off, get rid of the old caulk, completely recock it. I need to replace, re-cement the backing. And then that'll be pretty much done of what we can do there. Other than that, I mean, health-wise, she's been sick, and I had somebody inform me that that's not really good for Alzheimer's and dementia patients either, because it causes help, you know, helps cause it to get worse, especially if they have to go under any kind of anesthesia. Um, so, excuse me, starting to get a little warm now that I'm here in the bedroom. So we've been dealing with, you know, a little bit of everything. 2018 didn't exactly start off under the greatest of terms, um, but she's doing pretty good. Trying to force herself busy to stay away from the depression uh, that comes with it. And it's just the more stuff that goes on, like the forgetting simple things or having to look for simple things, uh, you know, just makes it more and more frustrating. She's been sick. So on top of trying to fight being sick, trying to stay awake, so she doesn't get, you know, sleep all the time and get into a depression. Not that the grandkids would let her sleep. And now us suddenly becoming homebound until I can get the brakes fixed. Oh, excuse me. Just been a rough week, couple of weeks for her. As far as our whatever portion of tonight, not too much to really talk about. Nothing's particular on my mind. You know, they're doing the Super Bowl tonight or whatever. There's been great response to the channel, which I'm really happy of. There's been a few comments. It's not taken off as much as I had hoped, but when I look at the analytics, they're getting better, which is enough for me, you know. If they keep getting better and better, I'll be happy. Uh, so it's going to be an interesting month, um, especially because I have to make sure that she gets to that. As much as she does not want to go to get the new MRI, I think it's a real big issue. I'm like, no, well, make sure you have cab fare and get there one way or another. Either that or our daughter's boyfriend might maybe take her. Um, but as much as she'd like to use no vehicle as an excuse for not getting there, um, she knows she needs to go. Um, like I said, the good thing about it is, she knows, she watches these videos and she watches the videos I make, and um, occasionally it'll stir something in her she wants to talk about, and we'll sit and we'll have a good talk. And that's the best part is um, they help her to stay kind of concurrent. Um, our big joke was about moving our daughter in. She spent so much time here in the last 2 weeks that normally doesn't happen. Was our big joke. And then she had a piece of mail that wasn't the greatest of news. It just kind of deflated that fun moment. Um, and I think that's kind of the hardest part on her right now is the fact that there aren't a lot of fun moments we can do when you're homebound, like we are right now. But we try. You know, if she had her way and her daughter was staying here, I'd be sleeping on a bunk bed. uh, with rooms all divided up and everything else. Uh, Nanna J ain't giving up her room that she finally got. Um, and that's a lot to do with her sleeping pattern, my sleeping pattern, um, and a couple of her medical conditions. Um, make it better for her to be sleeping in her own bed, or she feels more comfortable because of them. Um, plus, according to her, I snore, but I've never heard me snore once. So I think she's lying. I really do. But other than that, not too much going on here in the whatever department. I'm hoping to do a tour for Friday's show uh, of Hell House. Um, not quite sure. Um, right now, the days are kind of a blur. Um, I'm not sleeping, and when I do get to sleep, I feel like the day's gone by the time I do wake up, because I won't fall asleep. I can go to bed. I could go to bed now and still be up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, because there's so much. My mind's so producing things. Um, and so I won't go to sleep till then. Well, I wake up at about the time our granddaughter goes to school, and we're already halfway through the day. And makes rather a long day when you add schoolwork. Excuse me, schoolwork into it. But we're definitely staying busy in the house front. Of course, any parent out there will tell you that get a couple of youngins together, it's constantly a cleanup. But so other than that, we're surviving. That's all you can do. We've been granted with another day together. We take it to the best we can. But because I have so much on my plate, I'm going to end this a little short, not have a great big long one. Not a lot of ranting to do. Always something to rant about, but um, Hopefully everyone is having a great day. For those in situations like the Nanna J household, I mean, hopefully you're making it through. Know that you're not alone in what you're going through, and there's always a support line here for you. Always feel free to leave a message. I check them. I try to check them daily. Uh, Usually not till at night. Usually I'll check them before I go to bed, or if I'm waiting for something to upload, or if I'm working on schoolwork. Um, you know, uh, Being here on YouTube is actually a lot more work than you would think. Um, Easy part is taping the episode, but then I got to upload it. You know, for me, like a 45-minute video could be another half hour, 45 minutes to upload. Plus, then you got to categorize it. Plus, trying to get all these episodes done in advance so that I'm guaranteed that they're up. It's like right now I have my Sunday uploaded. It finally finished uploading, so I'll get that. Oh, good God, all those pictures of me look lousy. I hate the lighting. I hate the camera. Camera makes me look like my face is 200 pounds. We'll use that one. And give me just a minute. And announce it on the Facebook page. Okay, so now that that one is done, I'll be able to get my Motivational Monday up, which I feel is a real good one. I feel that I had a lot of good ones come out within the past week in regards to topic matter. Um, Mondays was rebranding yourself. Um, and then Tuesdays, I feel that Tuesdays is going to be a good one regarding my transition. What I've done, what I haven't done, reasoning behind it, suggestions uh, in regards to what I've done as far as the last 3 years. Um, my next one was probably going to be experiences. Uh, the kids, I felt last week's wasn't the greatest, except for the fact that I did have Gamer Girl come up and be my special guest. Uh, uh, the nice part of that is that she came and you, the viewers, got to see her. The bad thing was it was about midnight, so it's not exactly the time to be making a appearance. There's been some things that they've done within the past week that I'm going to talk on this week's. Friday, I'm hoping, like I said, a tour of the Hell House, so you can see the headache that we're buying, and working towards, I'm hoping by Wednesday to have enough episodes up that I'm good for the start of next week. That's the only way I'm going to be able to keep up on this with the um, schooling and appointments that we have. I was hoping to start. I was hoping to do What a Crock this weekend, but it didn't quite work out. I'm probably going to tape an episode Saturday, since it's the kids will be gone. That's if we can get to the store. That's always a plus. Got to get to the store to get the ingredients. Um, the reason I say that is I have a chicken, a crock-pot chicken that I can do, but I really wanted to debut with my Malibu chicken, um, because there's so many different ways you can apply it. Or not Malibu chicken. I keep saying that. and it's chicken cordon bleu. Maybe my mind's going. That was a thought that did enter my mind today. Um, this morning I was so tired, and we had some stuff come up, and I really, out of respect for individuals, I can't go into it. But I was doing a bunch of research, and that weighed kind of heavy on my mind. Doing the research for him and finding out what I found out, and so I didn't sleep well. And we've only had the cat for a couple of days, but for the life of me, this morning I went out and had a cigarette with Nanna J before I went and grabbed a couple more hours sleep. For the life of me, I couldn't remember the cat's name. I kept calling it Shadow, and it's Smokey. I don't know who would name a black cat with white paws Smokey. She looks more like she's wearing a tux. She has the white underneath the neck, and then she's got white mittens on. It's more of a tux. But, I mean, I could see shadow, mittens. I don't quite understand Smokey better. For the life of me, I couldn't remember that. And then, of course, like right now, calling chicken cordon bleu Malibu Chicken. Maybe my mind's going. Wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, so that's going to be pretty much it for tonight. Like I said, she's doing better. She's relaxing a little bit more with the cat. I think the cat will help a little bit more when the cat actually feels more comfortable coming out or when the kids are in school. We got the cat. It's the night that the brakes went out, so that would be Friday. Yeah. She got the cat Friday night, and we didn't see the cat all day Friday because of the fact that the kids were home, and Saturday because the kids were home, plus our daughter was here. We saw her a little bit today. She's a little more gutsy. But when all the kids are home, she's either in my room, Nanna J's room, or under a bed. But I think the more she gets used to, for example, the gamer girl being up and being the only one here, and we get her used to not chasing her, I think she'll help relax Nanna a little bit. My mom recommended, I talked to my folks today, and my mom recommended meditation. I wanted to tell her, let me get this right. You want her to go into a room, put on sounds, and make her mind blank when the things that's driving her nuts is the fact that at times her mind is blank. Love you too, Mom. I don't see her doing it, but, what's your suggestion to help her relax? She has her games, but you can only do so much Facebook and so much bookworm. She's kind of hinting that she wants a game system of her own, which thinking of doing, but we'll have to move the TV into her room, or move mine in here, so that we don't interfere with each other's playing. But something to help take her minds off. Unfortunately, a lot of her hobbies she can't do. She can't do puzzles because the kids will get into it. She likes making wreaths, but that costs money. And right now we are stretched beyond capacity with the things that we have to do, just for paid $340 of $590 for a month's electric bill due to the leak and extremely cold weather. Add to that, having to, at some point, we have to redo the pipes underneath. Add to that, now the vehicle. Yeah, ain't either of us gonna be affording our hobby anytime soon. But anyway, that's life. We take it the best we can. We make out what we can of each day. Like I said, today was another day and this week was another week that Nanna J was with us, and we made the best of it and had a few laughs, and that's all you can do. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As usual, if you like what you see, please subscribe so you can be notified when new videos are made. If you like the video, please take the time to like it. And as always, if you want to leave a comment, I do check them every day, no more than every 2 days, and get back with you. Until next week, this is Nanna D saying thank you for tuning in tonight, and we will talk at you later.